Hello, in this video we will discuss about the various factors that influence the drug absorption. तो स्टार्ट करते हैं हम फार्मास्यूटिकल फैक्टर्स से. तो द फर्स्ट इज़ द फिजियोकेमिकल फैक्टर दैट इन्फ्लुएंस द ड्रग एब्जॉर्प्शन. फर्स्ट है हमारा ड्रग सॉल्युबिलिटी एंड डिसोल्यूशन रेट. सो what is dissolution मतलब there are two critical slower rate determining process in the absorption of orally administered drug. So first one is the rate of dissolution and second is the rate of drug permeation through the membrane. So dissolution is the rate determining step for hydrophobic poorly aqueous soluble drug like riboflavin and spironolactone. Absorption of such drug is often said dissolution rate limited. So if the drug is hydrophilic with the high aqueous solubility, for example chromalin sodium or neomycin, then dissolution rate is rapid and the rate determining step is the absorption of such drug is rate of permeation to the membrane. So in other words, absorption of such drug is permeation rate limited or transmembrane rate limited. So when we go for the intestine based on the intestinal permeability and solubility of drug, there was a scientist called Amidon. He developed a biopharmaceutical classification system in which class 1 drugs have a high solubility and high permeability. So they are well absorbed orally since they have neither a solubility or permeability limitation. Class 2 drugs, low solubility, high permeability, shows variable absorption owing to solubility limitation. Class 3 drugs, high solubility, low permeability, also show variable absorption owing to the permeability limitation. And class 4 drug, that is the low solubility and low permeability. It has the poorly absorbed orally owing to the both solubility and permeation limitation. So there is a prerequisites for this solubility is defined as the maximum. First is the absolute or second or intrinsic solubility. Let me Absolute or intrinsic solubility is defined as the maximum amount of a solute dissolved in a given solvent under a standard conditions of a temperature, pressure and pH. So absolute solubility is a static property. So dissolution rate is defined as the amount of solid substances that goes into the solution per unit time under a standard condition of a temperature, pH and solvent composition and constant solid surface area. So the various factors that affect the dissolution is the first, the physicochemical property of the drug. Physicochemical property of the drug. So the various physical property of a drug that can affect drug dissolution could be solubilities, polymorphism, particle size, salt form, pseudopolymorphism, complexation, and second is the dosage form factor. So the dosage form factors include several formulations factors such as and excipients incorporated in the dosage form. So each factor will be discussed hereby. For this is the particle size and effector surface area. See, particle size and effector surface area of a solid drug, they both are inversely related to each other. Smaller the drug particle, greater the surface area, and vice versa. So there are two terms, that is absolute and effective surface area. Absolute surface area is which the total area of a solid surface of any particle, and effective surface area is the area of a solid surface exposed to the dissolution medium. So since the surface area increases with a decreasing particle size, a decrease in particle size can be accomplished by micronization that will result in a high dissolution rate. So it is important to note that it is not the absolute surface area but the effective surface area that is proportional to dissolution rate. So greater the effective surface area, more intimately contact between the solid surface and aqueous solvent, and faster the dissolution. So we when we used to for a achieving a absolute surface area of a hydrophobic drug, it can be converted to their effective surface area by using surfactants, or that decreases the interfacial tension or displaces the adsorbed air within the solvent, adding the hydrophilic diluents such as PAC, PVP, dextrose, particle size reduction. Next is the polymorphism. See, depending upon the internal structure, a solid can exist in a crystalline or an amorphous form. So, a polymorph is something when a substance exists in more than one crystalline form. The different forms are designated as polymorph, and the phenomena is the polymorphism. It can be an entropic or a monotropic. In entropic polymorph, in which one can be reversibly changed into another by altering the temperature or pressure, and monotropic is the one that is unstable at all temperature and pressure. So the polymorph differ from each other with respect to their physical properties such as solubility, melting point, density, hardness, and they can be prepared by crystallizing the drug from different solvent under diverse conditions. So the existence of a polymorph can be determined by using various techniques like XRD, TSC, optical crystallography. So here is the solubility, that is amorphous is more stable than the more soluble than the metastable, and this metastable is the most dissolution in the form of the stable. Next is the pseudo-polymorph. Pseudo-polymorph is something in which the crystalline form of a drug can either be when the solvents can exist in different crystalline form, they are called pseudo-polymorph. And the pseudo-polymorphism is when a solvent is in association with a drug is water, the solvent is called hydrate. So generally, an hydrous form of a drug has a greater aqueous solubility than hydrate. So this is because hydrate are already in interaction with the water and therefore have a less energy for a crystal breakup in comparison to anhydrate that has a thermodynamically higher energy state for further interaction with the water. So anhydrous form of theophylline and ampicillin have higher aqueous solubility, dissolve at a faster rate, and show better bioavailability in comparison to the monohydrate and trihydrate respectively. Next is the salt form of the drug. See, salt form of the drug is most drugs are either a weak acid or a base. So one easiest method to enhance the solubility and dissolution rate is to convert them into the salt form. So weakly acid drugs, strong bases prepared such as sodium and potassium and salt of barbiturates and sulfonines as a fine example of them. And in case of weakly basic drug, a strong acid salt is prepared like hydrochloride sulfate salt of the alkaloidal drugs. Next is the pKa, lipophilicity and GI. pH partition theory is generally states that a drug compound of a molecular weight greater than 100 are primarily transported across the biomembrane by passive diffusion. The process called absorption, that is governed by dissociation of constant, that is the pKa, lipid solubility, that is the partition coefficient, and the pH of the drug.